The scene in Wu's Diamond Garden is the first big action scene for Agent J and Agent K. And it's really kind of a welcome back to the franchise.
Oh, K, J, so happy to see you.
Wu's restaurant is filled with a lot of different effects, a lot of practical stuff that the guys did and mixed with what we're doing. And it actually turned out pretty fun.
What's in that slime, actually?
KY jelly mixed with water.
On this one, the idea was that all the aliens would come from Rick and Cinovation, even if they're going to be digital characters, that he would be involved with the design just for a consistency in the overall look.
Hey.
We did some aliens specifically for that scene, and we also have the Spiky Bulba, which is this little animatronic character that we did that is one of Boris's favorite foods.
This is a beautiful sculpt and all this detailed paintwork, but you need to have it feel more alive and actually give it a personality. So we had a company do some blinks and move the stalks around a little bit and add little eye glances and breathing.
Foodstuffs.
Tommy's character finds the Spiky Bulba and proceeds to beat Mr. Wu savagely with it.
Who's the Spiky Bulba for, Wu? All right, you slug.
Whoa, whoa.
The audio track on it with little squeaks and whines gives it a whole other personality.
Also, Wu is revealed as an alien for just one shot, like he's a slug of some sort. That was all CG. Basically, we had the actor standing there with these blue leotards on.
K, come on, I got larvae to feed.
We had a number of other aliens that we called pass aliens. They used a couple of UFC fighters that we did alien makeups on in some shots. And there was one very elaborate one that we called Dread that you see for a split second. We always knew that they were going to just be a glimpse of this guy. As soon as you see him, he gets shot, basically.
When we get into the gun battle between Agent J and K and the aliens, we had to come up with a look for each alien to have a slightly different color of splatter. You wanted to feel like it came from the real world. Also felt a little bit like the first Men in Black films, but also now it's like, well, let's do something a little different this time.
Fish is going to eat you, and it's coming up your legs. You grab, and we'll rehearse all this.
The giant fish in the tank, it's such a big creature that when it comes flying out of the door, there was no way to do much practical there.
All of the design and execution happened in the post process. You got to figure out, well, how does this fish look, you know? And how does it look appropriate in the environment in which it's going to be seen in? I had to make sure that the color palette and skin characteristics looked good in that environment. So that required multiple iterations as well.
And then we had the guys on cables, and trying to make all of that even believable was not easy in any way.
And 3, 2, 1, go!
This is a very early test of like how stuff sprays off the fish, kind of how it hits the floor, and how slime would work. And then kind of refining that a little farther. CG doors, CG furniture, fish is obviously CG. Final composite, you know, getting all those pieces together. All the plates kind of put together to make a single plate.
Especially in a visual effects movie like this.
And now!
Where we're incorporating creatures into a real environment. No matter how fantastic the creature, we want to find something in the real world that is a kind of counterpart, something that we can get ideas from in terms of how a creature that big and that heavy could move, and incorporate that into the animation.
For some of the shots where Will does actually physically interact a little bit closer with the fish, when it came back here, there was a lot of paint work for us to kind of make sure that, you know, our digital character and Will Smith all integrated together.
Just a constant mix of types of techniques to make the whole scene work.